Nice.
Welcome to Echo Chamber's session in between sessions. Haven't had an Echo Chamber in a couple weeks, so I'm excited. You guys are excited. Everybody's excited. Let's
I'm
dive right
excited.
in. What do you got? I'm gonna start with Keegan. What do you want to talk about for this one?
Well, let me ask this. What's the last thing we did talk about on Echo Chamber? Did we talk about our big battle in the
We talked
Maelstrom?
about the whale. So our
No.
last episode was we were in the whale's mouth. We didn't get a chance to talk about the boat fight. At least we didn't do stats for the boat fight. We may have had a small echo chamber session, but
Yeah.
and then we did not talk about the maelstrom at all, and that whole showdown. So that's the main thing here is the showdown in the maelstrom.
Nice, nice. Okay, so I'll leave the the most recent question about our most recent endeavor.
No, for sure, bring that up too. So anything between beginning of the showdown to now is fair game.
Well, then you know what? What do you guys think about fighting the stone giants? Was it expected? And what do you think about it?
Yeah, to me, yeah, I kind of was expecting a little bit.
So
I'll say it was 50-50. I'll say 50-50.
I'm gonna say it was 60-40, 60% we were gonna fight them. I knew that
Yeah.
going in. We already convinced them once, come back a second time. Probably not gonna work as well. But yeah, I'm with Eric on this one. I knew going in that there was a good chance we were gonna fight them. There's 40% chance that they got on our side. We went about our business. We met them up there, cool, and then shit hit the fan. But either way, I figured we were gonna end up killing some stone giants.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. The timing on it did surprise me. I will say with that, you were going through the negotiation process, and you guys were going back and forth, and it was a little tense, we'll say. But then Shiplap came out, and it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
is this really the right? Okay,
We're doing it.
and then
Yeah.
DM
We're doing it.
confirmed that if you didn't shiplap, they were going to. So it was like, all right, good call.
Yeah, so I did it for a few reasons. As soon as like she was saying, "Hey, we're just going to mass genocide the fire giants," I figured it's not going to stop there, right? If we do wipe out the fire giants, they're just not going to stop, or at least I didn't think so. And then something that King Hecaton said played in the back of my mind was the thing was real big on omens or something like that, something a little weird. And I'm
Mhm.
like, you can't just I don't know. To me, that just didn't put order into the ordering, right? It was going to always provide some bit of chaos. Yeah. So, and then quite frankly, I talked way too much that session, as I always do. So I was like, I kind of want to like shock it up a little bit and see what happens. I wanted to throw in some action and make sure we did, because I felt like even though it was tense, I was talking our way out of that. We weren't going to fight him. I was, even if we didn't come out with the map to the Dragon Slayer, right? If we didn't come out with that, they were still going to come up and help us one way or the other. I was going to talk our way through it. And I was like, I kind of want to fight them. I kind of want to have like a little like fun thing and see what happens.
So I
Less
think there's a difference between fighting and wiping them off the map, right? So I think we're going to fight them, but I don't think we're going to kill all of them.
I don't think we need to. And the way I saw it playing out in my head was this is going to be very similar to the Hill Giants, where we take out the Thane or at least get her down. We take out a few of their people, and then we say, "Hey, look, we're going to give you the opportunity to back off, listen, get on our side. Otherwise, we're going to take out your Thane. We're going to kill her. She's already down, and then we'll kill the fucking rest of you. It is what it is."
I don't see how there's a way out of this without killing the Thane, because you don't kill the Thane, that comes back to haunt you. I think we
Yeah.
got
Oh,
to
Yeah.
kill her
Yeah.
just like we killed Ga. It is what
oh,
it is.
100%. I'm just
Yeah.
going to give them an opportunity to maybe calm down and listen to the voice of, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I think you're right. Now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense not to kill her right off the bat, right? Because even if we negotiate with them after we knock her unconscious or whatever, that still leaves a bad taste in her mouth. Is she really going to be on our side after that? Regardless, is she going to backstab us?
We
Fair
embarrassed
point.
her. Yeah, for sure.
I kind of like it.
You
I
got to
kind of
kill
like.
her.
I don't know. I like it. I'm pumped.
Mhm.
I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
Do we
I'm
think
excited.
the rocks are there? But
They're around somewhere.
That's my thing. Are they out on mission, or they're there somewhere? And that's my only concern with this battle. I think we're
What
close
we
enough
don't
to
see.
these giants. Yeah, what we don't see. That's my only
Yeah.
concern with this battle.
Yeah, I think they're there. I think very similar to what we did. They have giants standing off right at the mouth of the caves or something like that, ready to come at us. That's my thought. Now, excuse me, I don't know if the rocks can fit into the caves. So what I was thinking is if we can get into one of the caves and figure out how to not get attacked from above and
Hmm.
then get boulders thrown at us from far away. I don't know.
I'm
It's an
pretty sure
Yeah,
there's
like
a wyvern in the hill giants cave, so I think there could be a rock in the cave.
could there?
yeah.
So
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Rocks are pretty big though. Rocks are
yeah,
really big.
it would at least limit them from flying, like
Yeah.
capturing us and then flying away and then dropping us. Right? It gives us a little bit of advantage from that. Um, yeah, we're almost like 300 style if we go into one of those caves. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we
Basically, as soon as Eric said, my spells are not for fighting," I was like, "We're gonna
I
fight."
know.
yeah, 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 yep.
Oh,
I
shoot.
have a couple things up my sleeve, but there's a lot of things I don't have that
We
I'm
got,
like, hmm, but we'll be all right.
we'll be all right. Well,
We'll be all
I think that this so the Thane's not going until you know pretty late in the turnaround. I think she does like a 3 or a 5. So I think we're gonna get a lot of damage off on her, enough that at least the 2 guards standing beside her are gonna be like, "Oh, shit, okay." Like that's nuts. I think we'll be all right. I think. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
right.
I'm confident. I'm confident in the plan. I'm confident. I'm going in confident. That's all.
Yeah, we didn't have a plan past shiplap.
I
I
mean,
just want to say,
No.
shiplap
Shiplap
was the call, but
that was the
past that
plan.
we didn't have a plan.
Shiplap was the plan. I say shiplap, we destroy. Like Hulk smash. That's it. We
Yeah,
go.
I mean, we really couldn't have planned too much, but I'm just saying.
I'm excited.
You say plan, I say chaos.
Yeah.
That's I say murder hobos. We're used to that, right? I mean, that's our MO.
There's been times when we're not. I don't
Yeah.
know.
A couple
It'll
times.
yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of times. I've been able to
The
talk us
first
out a
first
lot.
time that we came. First time we came here.
Yeah, I've been able to talk us out a lot of stuff, but either way. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited that I just want to see if they have maybe some goodies that we eventually get to. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna say it. You know exactly what I want. Not saying it.
No, I don't know what you want. What are you talking about?
I don't. What do you want?
Oh, the rhythm maker's drum.
Do
That's
we
it.
level?
Do we let? Yes, I feel like milestone event.
How
Milestone event.
many stone giants do we have to kill to get a level? No, it'd be a lot.
How many?
At level 13, it'd be a lot
At
of
level
stone
13.
giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
other than that, you guys go. I got another thing to talk about, but you guys go. Somebody's got
no,
something.
I was just gonna throw some stuff out there. What do
Yep.
you got?
The Vonnegut idea, I am so fucking excited for.
I
Did
know,
not
right?
think that's where we were going, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, that is a.
Yeah. That's.
I think that is such a brilliant idea. I think it's amazing.
There's
I'm
no
so
way the
excited.
Vonnegut is built. There's no
Uh,
way we
You
get
know,
there and we're able
we
to
would
use
have
it.
heard about it for sure, but I like the idea of either if for some reason,
harness
yeah, if we could harness the power, awesome. Or
or
even if we
learn.
can just avoid it from being created so it can't be used against us. I think it's a win-win no matter what.
That was my
Oh yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
If we can
Yeah.
stop it from being finished,
Yeah.
that's all I care about. Like I just don't want to. And I know Evan had a little issue with us diverting and not going straight for Imrith, but I don't want to get out of Imrith's lair if I even make it out and turn around and there's the Vonnegut staring at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
powerful though? Is the Vonnegut more powerful or Imrith?
I would say
I just don't.
Vonnegut. Vonnegut was designed to kill dragons and giants,
Okay.
but that's just me. I don't know much lore past that.
Yeah,
Steve?
I don't know
Yeah.
too much about that. Yeah, to me it seems like the Vonnegut would be more powerful. So that is the more imminent threat in my mind. And we know for a fact, like they're creating it. They took the primordial
Yeah.
flame for that, so they're working on it for sure.
But let's go back to some lore. So you talk about the power levels. Let's go back to some lore Hekatan dropped. It sounds like Asmaroth, whatever his name is an even more dangerous threat than Imrith.
Yeah.
100%,
Do
hundred
we
percent.
think that there's a tie from Imrith to Asmaroth, or do you think
Yes.
that they are
I
completely
think.
separate?
I
I
think.
don't.
I think there's a tie somewhere.
I think
Okay, so I think the small it's not a direct tie from Imrith to Osmeroth.
It, a dotted line sort of
What I
thing.
think
Yeah.
it is Imrith had this master plan, capture, kill Hecaton, do all this stuff, create chaos, blah blah blah. Part of that scheme was Nisana, which was underneath her. Nisana is like the black sheep of the group, and I think she's doing her own thing and trying to resurrect, let Osmeroth out of his cage, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if Imrith necessarily knows about it, but I think it's Nisana's own play to. She doesn't really care about Imrith at this point. She doesn't need to. She's trying to do her own thing and create chaos and
wait. So
gain
you think
control.
Asmaroth's a girl?
No. Nisana's trying to
Oh,
release.
Nasana. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Nisana's trying to release Osmerel. So I think Imrith has her plan, and then Nisana, for some reason, got fed up. At least, like, it wasn't it when we talked to Lord Dryland and mentioned Nisana's name, he kind of gave us that,
Yeah. They kind of like.
like, fuck that bitch. Like,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
think she did something to kind of like piss everyone off, and now she's like, all right, I'm going to do my thing. Here's my plan. You don't want to go with it. Cool. And she's trying to release this, I don't know, whatever you want to call him, demonic being that could kill everybody. I don't know. Yeah, which I'm so pumped for.
Hey, I mean,
So
if we're
pumped.
talking about finding imminent danger first, we don't know enough about the Osmaroth connection, so I understand why we're going to Imrith first. But why aren't we beelining it after Imrith? So Vonadod, Imrith, and then going straight for Osmaroth. Let's figure this shit out and take him and Nasana out.
So at one point in time,
Other
Warwick.
than Caldrum doesn't want to go fight Nasana.
Well, I'm curious how Caldrum's going to take that because now that we have more information and we're piecing it together, that's a threat. Like that's a pretty big threat, right? Now I don't know if going right for Osmeroth, maybe going to
Well,
Nasana and see what we can do there,
Nasana, obviously, but yeah.
unless it's one of her simulacrum things, which is just so upsetting about that. Yeah,
See,
I'm wondering,
I
what do you think?
originally thought the simulacrum was Imrith. It was the ability of Imrith.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't realize that there was an actual Nasana. Like I knew
Mhm.
Nasana and Imrith were different, but at the same time, I thought maybe Imrith created the simulacrum of Nasana.
Mm. I think is it? I don't exactly know. Is it simulacrum of yourself or something? You have to create a copy of yourself,
Yeah.
I
I think
think,
it's. I think it's
right?
yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you could make a
Yeah.
copy of anybody.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I mean, I kind of once we get to that level, I kind of want to take that spell and have multiple Warwicks just fucking.
I don't. I get that and I get that spell and clone mixed up all the time.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, I mean, maybe it is that after we do what we're doing here, Vonadod, Imarith, maybe it is that we go after Nasana and Osmeroth. Yeah, I think now that Warwick has a lot more information about Osmeroth, he's probably gonna reach out and be like, dude, why me? Why did you save me twice? Like
Uh,
what if he's this powerful thing? Why me? To me, I just can't. Keegan can't even piece that together. I have no clue.
so it's a wizard only spell. You
Mhm.
shape an illusory duplicate of one beast or humanoid that is
Okay.
within range for the entire casting.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So in theory,
It
Nasana
could.
might not be as high level as we think, or I mean, she could be. I definitely think there's a connection between Imrith and Nasana, and therefore, if so facto, a connection between Imrith and Osmeroth. My
Maybe.
thoughts. But I
Could we
don't think
use that?
Imrith knew Osmeroth's plan, and I think Osmeroth knew Imrith's plan, like you said.
Mm. Well, at least hopefully that's the route that's going to happen. And now we have we thought Emerith was the big bad, and now we know she's potentially not. Yeah, I just want to know how it all ties in. Like, how do the voids, play into that? Like, how was he able to, reach out to me due to the voids? Right? He hasn't reached out to me in a long time, which he was easily able to do. So why is that stopped? Why did he save Warwick twice? Why did he reach out to me in the voids? I can't piece any of it together. Like, why not Caldrum? Why not Griswold or somebody else? Why Warwick?
Well, I mean,
Or read.
did
Right.
you hear you heard the voice before you gave Nasana your blood, right? Did Osmeroth have any connection to you before that?
No,
No.
we didn't come into Osmeroth until
Well, we didn't, but I don't know what
yeah.
Keegan was doing outside that we didn't know at that time.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only time I'm trying to think, so I have houses in different areas. There was one place we went to, and I think it was after Nasana, and I can't exactly remember the town we were in, but it was like an older, not an older beat down house, but not like a massive place. But we stayed at my house in one city, and
Oh,
That was Port Last.
was it Port
oh,
Last?
Waterdeep, wasn't it? That
Was
Oh,
it?
was
it
the whole.
was. It was. That was right after you guys fought. Uh,
It
there was
was your
that little
monk.
group the monk that attacked you, and Caldrum banished him.
So that
Yeah.
that was after the Nasana fight. So
Yeah.
yeah, so Osmeroth reached out at that time, and that's how I ended up getting that
So,
place.
I mean, let's assume Nasana had your blood and gave it to Osmeroth, and that's how they were able to get you. That's how they were able. And a lot of that uses the blood as a component, and it's destroyed after that. So
So
maybe
maybe
he
they
just
used
doesn't have
up.
the blood. And then when you
Maybe.
got into the same dimension as him, then he could see you. Because like scrying, you can't see in other dimensions, right?
Mhm.
I don't know.
When do you get teleport, BT Dubs? Do you get teleport?
Uh, I don't. Uh, I have teleportation circle because it's part of my domain, but teleport itself, I don't think I get.
Okay. I hope I hope
So,
Siddle.
so I mean, it could just be that simple. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that
Maybe.
is the answer, but it could be that simple. He just doesn't have your blood anymore, so you need to be on the same plane as him in order for him to have a connection.
Yeah, on the same plane as you. Yeah.
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 Bards get access to teleport. What
I was
the
gonna say bards get it.
fuck?
I know bards get teleport.
Oh my god, we're gonna scry and die on these fuckers. This is gonna be great.
Now, with teleport, there's a chance that it doesn't all go according to plan, right?
Oh
Yeah,
sure.
you have to be
Oh yeah.
familiar
Oh
with the
yeah.
air where you're going, and
There's
yeah.
there's always
And even that familiarity just increases your chances. It's not like
Yeah,
perfect all the
it's
time.
not. Yeah.
so excited for it. Anyways, yeah, I'm hoping it's that simple. That would be pretty cool though, because I don't know too much of how blood magic is used in D&D, so I'm curious about all that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited either way. I think that's going to be a fun little add-on after Immerse Dead, which gets us into
I'm
Griswold's backstory and
I'm kind of excited to get back into Bogentle story. I
Mm.
wanted to
yes.
know more about that. I wanted to dig deeper, and I think we were licking our wounds too much after the Nasana fight to really even broach the conversation anymore.
Now, do you want to get into that because it's interesting, or do you want to get into that because you don't want us going to Mirror Bar?
No, that's
A
Carl wanting to get
little
into
bit of
that. That's
both.
not Amrook.
A little bit of both. I I want to go to I'm still like I want to figure out Amrook so bad.
I think that just happens over time. Just my personal opinion. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I think that just comes over time and with care. But I don't think it's a rush in situation. Personal opinion. I could be wrong. Hey, if you want to do it, let's try and convince and do it.
Okay, you heard it here, Eric. Let's try and convince him. We said it was okay. We're
Go
doing
for
it.
it. I mean, you
Uh,
try and convince him, we'll roll the dice and let it be how it falls.
yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know what we would do once we got the mirror bar. What do we have to do? We have to get that
Exactly
scepter.
my point.
But even that, we don't.
Or
We still
do
don't
we?
know.
Or
Definitely,
is this all a
does it work?
plan of so that it gets to the scepter and now it
Hmm.
becomes this Imrith that we now have to fight? We don't know
Yeah.
enough. And that's what I'm saying over time. But if
Mhm.
Warwick says, "You're my team, let's do this," then we got to follow him.
Oh, we're dropping everything. We're not even going to the fight now. I figure it's going to be a. We got some time to figure everything out because the immediate threats are Von and Dodd, Imarith, and then I think the Osmeroth thing is going to take. That's going to take some time. I mean, we're gonna. What I really want to do and what I was hoping we can do before we get into what we're about to get into was take some time for us. You know, just have some personal care time, and that didn't
I
happen.
I laugh because anytime we say, "Oh, we're not going to do that for a while," we do it immediately. Anytime
Me.
we say that's the next on our list, we don't get there for 6 months. So it's just the irony there is hilarious. We'll
Oh,
see what
it's
happens, but it is funny.
yeah. So I really like to approach it, but I don't think it's going to happen for an extended period of time, which gives us a lot of time to figure out any additional information we might need. Right? Is it so? Caldrum's dad's looking into it. Guys at Candlekeep might have some ideas. I don't know.
I'm not going to Candlekeep.
I mean, you say you're not
Nope,
going to Mirabar
not
either.
doing it. Not
You're just
Mirror you got a shot. Candlekeep, you ain't got nothing.
he's like, fuck you guys. I wanted to go a year ago. It didn't happen. I'm not going. Okay, that's fair. That's I mean, yeah, that's fair. So yeah, I'm excited to see where things go, get higher levels, get some good stuff. But yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
feel
guys
like
got?
we've put a lot of so I picture it like we have this board, and we have all of these different pictures of Imrith and Osmeroth. And we have some strings going here to here, but
Mhm.
then we got like some question mark photos, and we got some things that aren't quite tied together. That's what's in my mind, you know.
Sure.
But and we are slowly completing the puzzle, and that's my main goal. Is I want to figure out the puzzle.
We got like the border out. Now we're just trying to put the meat in the middle and get all that done. I
You
like
always
it.
got to put the meat in the middle.
That's damn right. Um,
That's what Warwick taught me.
fair. It's yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah. What else? What do we think? How do we think the
Uh,
fire giants is gonna go?
is there any other lore? So wait, let's take a step back. So we went through a shit ton of lore with Hecatan, and then now we're also fighting with Miram. How do we feel about the Miram coming with us to the Fire Giants? I threw it out there. You guys could have said no, but nobody said a word. So she's coming with us.
I don't mind it.
I think I spoke up that it makes me nervous
Yeah, it
because
makes me a little nervous.
we don't
You
trust
gotta,
her.
but
But if we don't take her, who else are we gonna take? Right?
yeah,
I don't want to take Sarissa and she dies. I would love to take Hecaton, but I mean he's the main thing. If he dies, that kind of shits everything, right? Um, I think Uthor would just be hilarious, right? Like I wanted to bring Uthor so bad because I want him to gain respect for the little people because he doesn't have it at all. He may like us a little bit now that we've saved Hecaton and we fought a little bit, but
mm,
that full respect isn't there. So I wanted him to like truly see us in battle and be like, "Oh shit, okay, they can kind of hold their own. That's awesome." And kind of change his mind and fully get him on the side of the little people. Um, but yeah, I mean, if we don't take any of them, who else are we gonna take? Mirren's it. And if she dies, well, I mean, she figured she was gonna
Yeah.
die anyways. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's where I was at, but at the same
Yep.
time, for me, it was let's test her. Let's see if she's serious because I don't want to get in a situation
Mhm.
where she takes us to Imrith's lair and then find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
My only now that we're talking about it, I think the biggest concern I have now is we don't know if Imrith got to the fire giants, right? We can assume maybe not because they're creating the Vonnegut. Who knows? But we don't know if she got to them. If she got to the fire giants, Mirren we go with. She has her magical abilities. Maybe she talks to Nim or she reaches out to Imarith, says, "Hey, we're here at the fire giant lair. You want to wipe them off the map? This is the place to do it." Now that's assuming Imarith has infiltrated the fire giants. Now I don't know how that works out. I don't know.
So I'll ask the same question I asked about the Stone Giants. Do we fight them or wipe them off the map?
I don't think we wipe. I don't think we have the capabilities of wiping them off the map.
I we I think we do.
I
I think it depends. I think it depends on what they do. I think it depends on them.
yeah. I think it depends on a lot of where we show up at, how much they have completed, and what they've really done with the primordial flame. If they've beefed up their defenses and all kinds of other stuff, because aren't they like the heavily armored
Mm-hmm.
battle ready guys? So it's going to be hard to hit them. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
difficult, which means that if Amrook and Griswold have a hard time hitting them, that's a massive part of our damage gone right there. I don't think, and we don't even know what's around them. My concern is we're going to go into this place. It's in the ground. It's very different than all the other places. There's tunnels. There's other places we don't know about. It gets us farther and farther down in the ground. Who knows what they have set up around it? Yeah, I don't. I think we fight them. Hopefully, we can get them to a point of submission. I don't think we. I don't think we can wipe them off the map. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a tough fight.
It's gonna be tough because I have a feeling there's gonna be Drow there too.
I think there's gonna be Drow and weren't there when we were going to what up, Bev? When we were going to the temple of Anam, right? Weren't there like barbarians and like other kinds of shit? There was something there. There was another group of
That
another
was
clan.
yeah, that was a barbarian clan that had nothing to do with Anam or anything. We just happened upon them same time. There's a barbarian clan that works with the
I
Stone Giants though.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But I think those barbarian. Yeah, I think they worked. I think they did something. Maybe not with the Imrith, but somebody. They weren't there just on their own, sort of thing.
Um, DM did confirm that that barbarian clan was just looking for a lost child.
no, not
Oh,
so. Whenever we
In the Temple of Anam, DM
no,
yeah.
confirmed they were just
Oh,
looking for
really?
a lost child.
When
yeah,
did he say that?
Shortly after,
yeah,
or the session after the battle, because we were all like,
Uh,
"Oh, it's too coincidental that they're here same time as us. Fuck them."
yeah.
And then, of course, Reed took the shot, but yeah, no, he confirmed. No, it was just coincidental. They were looking
Oh,
for a
okay.
lost niece.
no. I thought there
Mm.
was whenever we got into
I
the
thought we were
part.
talking. I thought that was the joke. I thought that was a joke with the barbarians at the Stone Giants.
Mm,
No, that was a barbarian clan that kind of worships slash
works.
is yeah and but I think Imrith was that barbarian that we saw. She was impersonating. I don't know. I could be wrong there, but
Could be.
you don't think
I
so?
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised on that one.
I thought there was
I don't.
something else we walked into though. Like whenever we first started traveling to the temple, like we got to the snowy part and everything. I thought we saw like other creatures or like another. I thought we saw another clan there or
We
like.
heard a barbarian drum.
Mhm.
Oh, is that it? Okay, maybe it's the same drum then. Maybe it was the same group, but I definitely think there's more than just at least the Drow working with them. I think there's more shit. So I think it's gonna be a larger fight. But look, if we can take out the leader, let's do it. I think we take
Well,
him out.
so
I
let's say we
like
take
I
out the
said,
leader. What do we have to stand on to stop them from continuing the Vonadod? That's where I'm like, do we wipe them or do we just fight them and then negotiate?
I think we fight him and negotiate. So in the ordning, isn't the leader of each group is the strongest of each group. So if we take out the leader who's taken out by a group of little people and show that he's not the strongest, we say, hey, look, we took him out. Now you guys can figure out who's going to lead next. But the only way to do that is let's negotiate, let's talk, let's figure this out. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But we just exploit that weakness.
I'm all for it. That's a good start. We'll see where it goes. Ev, what's your thoughts? Welcome.
I literally lost track of time. I'm sorry. I picked Noah up and I'm like, oh shit, it's 12:30. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Legit.
You're good.
Legit.
All good.
Um,
All good. We've talked about whether we believe or we are concerned about fighting with Miram. We've talked about fighting the stone giants and whether shiplap was appropriate or not, and a bunch of other stuff. But what do you got? You got any topics for us? What are your thoughts?
I'm a little worried about the stone giants. I'm a little worried. Um, we'll see. The rocks aren't there. We don't
are
know
they?
how many barbarians. Well, the rocks aren't like where we're at specifically, but they're going to come down and fight. We don't know how many barbarians they have. Um, I am worried about Amrook losing control. That's what I'm really worried about. Um,
When
America's last
sorry,
in the turn order, so it's okay.
but no, I think that if we can, because everyone's going to hear in their head, literally before battle, something along the lines of um, capture the Thane, force them to surrender.
no, she's dead.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But if we could capture, she's gonna die. There's no chance. There's no
Yeah, no,
doubt.
we
She
talked
was already
about it.
pissed.
We all agreed she's dead. There's no way around
We have
this. So
we have to kill her, no matter
And then
what.
she's gonna be
and then
embarrassed by us, and then we
you
can't
think,
trust her. We can't trust her.
Yeah.
yeah, all right, fair. All right, so we just the slaughterhouse. I'm excited.
At least for her. And then then we use that to our advantage, like Keegan was just saying about the fire giants.
When we went through before, we counted how many stone giants there were, didn't we?
I think
But
he confirmed there's only like 12 or something if we're going to
There
end up
was,
fighting them.
I
there
think it
were
was less than that.
12, but then there were more in hibernation. So stone giants can go into like a hibernation state in which they actually turn into stone, is what was
Yeah,
told.
that's
Um,
correct.
and so I think there were, with the hibernation state, with the ones out in duty, there was a total of around like 22 that was said. We don't know how many are in hibernation. We don't know how many came back from duty, but I would say 12 is probably a pretty good estimate.
We killed a
I
couple though, didn't we?
yeah,
We killed two.
Like,
2. Okay.
I really don't want to have to take my potion of giant size and double down on damage and health. I don't want to have to do that, but I
Well,
kind of
we
want
got them
to.
brewing another set, right? I think everybody should just take it.
Well, here's the thing: we don't know how many they're gonna brew, and like if I take like, because I think Amrook and I think everyone going into Imrith has to take that potion. I 100% just for the health bonus. The strength bonus for the other people like doesn't fucking matter. The health bonus though I think is key. And I don't want to be the only fucking goober walking in there because you two have already used them and they give you ones, and I'm like, oh, I'm baby giant still. Yeah,
I mean,
'cause-
it doesn't change your size though, does it?
no, Garrett did agree that. So I'm large size, and the potion states
Oh,
it doesn't work, but Garrett did agree that to make things even, we would do that. So
Okay, that makes sense.
it'd be storm giant size. That'd be fucking cool. Especially if I could sprout wings. Like if I could sprout wings, that would just be like the coolest shit ever. But that's beside the point.
You've been talking about these wings, I feel like, for a year and a half now.
Yeah,
I
when are you getting
have.
wings?
I don't know. I just poked Garrett about it. And I was like, hey, dude, we've chatted about this. Like, where's this going?
Maybe you aren't doing something that you need to do to
Dude,
get that.
How how are how are
I'm
you getting
basically
wings?
bleeding. So I have, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get wings.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
say this, but there's I have a slight ASMR bloodline like that coincides with mine kind of deal.
Okay.
So we're adding on little character. Yeah, dude, just look, it was fun. All right, it
Okay.
was a fun idea.
Okay.
Because
Nice.
they're touched by
Oh,
the divine. Um, so we're adding in little characteristics of that, but making sure it's not like a
So you
OP.
get
an
one
OP
wing.
thing.
You get one. You just fly in a circle,
no,
He
no, no, no.
gets two little wings,
He gets
two
two
little
little
butterfly wings.
like
baby,
Nemo.
like no,
Yeah.
like baby Cupid wings.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That would be.
Yeah,
He
They
I,
would
don't
do that.
actually give you a fly speed. They give you a fly speed that's less than your walk
Yeah.
speed.
10 feet. 10 feet. That's it.
Oh shit, that
That'd
would
be
be
pretty good.
hilarious.
That'd be pretty good. Um, yeah, no, I'm excited to battle some stuff
So
out. I'm ready
you're
to
nervous
roll.
about the stone giants mostly,
I
and
am
apparently
a
about
little
Emmerich
bit.
losing control. What are your thoughts? So we talked briefly on, that going to the fire giants makes a lot of sense now that we've discussed it, rather than going straight to Imrith. And I had said, um, so that we don't get finished with Imrith, turn around with the Vonnegut staring right in our face. At bare minimum, Keegan said this is either to make sure the Vonnegut doesn't come into power or to use its power for our gain.
Um, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50. I don't. I don't know if they're even with what they have. I don't know if they're going to have time to make it because it took them 150 plus years to make the last one. Now, mind you, they do have parts, they do have the flame, but now it's just time, and that's the up in the air thing. So I'm 50-50 on if they'd actually be able to make it. Harnessing that shit would be really cool, though. Um, the other part of me is like, is that going to give us? Is that going to give Imrith enough time to do some weird shit?
I don't think she's
And
doing weird shit. I think she's waiting, and all she has to
well,
do is wait long enough for people or the giants to destroy each other, or us to destroy giants, and then the dragons take over.
and maybe that's the case. I just I don't want to give her enough time to like because she's gonna tune to that throne and do some stuff, and she's gonna be hard to battle. Honestly, I'm almost thinking that like cool, it'd be great to get the Vonnegut, but then Garrett has to up the ante with Imrith, and it's like okay, well, like we got the Vonnegut, like she's gonna do something to like up the ante and like raise the power a little bit, and maybe that's the case. I don't know. I just
But at the same time, if as long as we stop the Vonnegut, then that power doesn't increase. So at least we go fighting on the same level we would if we went there first. But at the same time, we don't have to fight the Vonnegut when we come out of this. You know?
It's yeah, and again, I'm 50-50 because
Yeah.
also, like I said, I don't think they have time. I think if we defeated Imrith, got Hecate on the throne back, he could walk in the fire giant, do something with the fire giants to be like, stop your shit or I fucking kill you, because he has the throne back. It's just a timing thing, and that's the interesting part.
The unknown.
Yeah.
that's
So
what we're
yeah,
all
50 50
excited.
50 50. I just think going to the fire giants is gonna getting there. Well, we can use the maelstrom to get there. That's actually pretty good. Um, I think that's gonna take a little bit of time though at the fire giant layer, so that'll be interesting. But we have the maelstrom, so we can teleport there faster, which is nice. Not the 10-day march, which would suck. That would really suck. Hey, where are our griffins, by the way?
We sent them back to Tribor.
Do we still have those? Can we use them for anything?
We sent them. We sent them
Yeah,
packing.
yeah, yeah.
Ow! Ow!
But
I think
yeah,
it's
I'm
just
50-50, but either way it'll be interesting and in the unknown is the fun part.
yeah. I mean, I guess it could work either way. Work out just fine either way. We
Yep.
can't make an assumption that she would have the throne, and so we need to go there first. We can't, or she can attune to the throne rather, and we can't make the assumption that they would have the Vonnegut done by the time we get out of fighting with Imarith. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I think it works
Yeah.
out either way.
And that's where it's we'll do whatever and see what happens, I guess. You know.
But I do think fighting the Vonnegut, even with the throne, would be more difficult than fighting Imarith without the throne.
Hold on, repeat that. My brain
I think
lost.
that fighting the Vonnegut, even with Hekten having the throne, would be more difficult than fighting Imarith.
All right, fair point. I mean, that is like a Titan, actually? I think it's a Titan.
I don't know. I
Or
don't know that much
Gargantuan.
about it.
I haven't looked into that at all.
I thought the Vonnegut is controlled by somebody. Like the Vonnegut's not like like its own free will creature, right? Or free will thing. Like it has to be created and controlled.
Yeah, I thought it was like a freaking Gundam.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that we wouldn't have to fight it from doing
Yeah, right.
whatever it's told to do.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's see, I don't even think we would hopefully not fight it. I mean, obviously we have to counteract what it's doing. I think it's more of a, if we can stop whatever's controlling it, then we shut it down. I don't think we have a chance in hell of fighting that thing.
Is that the way it works, or once it's given a
I don't know.
command, then you don't? It's not part of your control. It's doing what it's doing, and you
I
have
don't
to
know.
fight it, because that's the way I assumed. The controller gave the command, and it continued out that command unless the controller gave it a different command. So we would have to not only kill the controller, but then figure out how to gain control in order to give it the command to stop.
We'll have
That's
to,
a good point. That's a fair
ask
point.
on how that works out, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm more inclined to go fight Imarith than fight a Vonnegut. Tell you that much.
Yeah, no. But I
Right,
think it's more important to
It is.
rescue the wizards, because they're going to have information on the Vonnegut. So maybe we can't use the Vonnegut, but maybe they can give us a hint on here, use this type of weapon that
Yeah. I
gives
forgot
us.
about them. Totally forgot about them.
What if
That's
it's
just
Imarith's plan that they piece the Vonnegut together, because then she wants to swoop in and take it and use it for herself?
I mean,
So then she has the throne and the Vonnegut, right?
I mean, that's not that far fetched.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not quite
Yeah.
tinfoil hat, but so in stopping the Vonnegut from being finished, we're actually stopping her plan. Maybe that lures her out as well.
We could be like, suck on these nuts.
Exactly.
No? Too far? Not
No,
far enough?
I think that's exactly.
Only if they're giant size.
Hey, side note, Heldrum, I'm just prepping you for this. I'm probably at some point when we have a minute going to pull you aside and be like, dude, I need some help. Gabriel's not talking to me. I think I made him mad. Like,
Oh,
you know, the
So you're
relationship
switching to
isn't.
Mystra. I like it.
I am. And I'm going to ask as a prep, because I think it's a 4th or 5th level for you, if you can help me out and ask, maybe ask Mystra some questions. Because, so I've been doing all the divine stuff, giving that back to Gabriel, because I feel like he's at war with something right now. And I'll get little whispers of like feeling a little divine like presence, but nothing really going on. And I'm worried that something's happened. Not that the connection's lost, but
Mhm.
I feel like something's wrong.
I
And
think Osmaroth has him trapped.
honestly, maybe. I don't know.
Up.
And
That'd be
No.
that's how Osmaroth is going to use him to get out as a key to get out.
Osmaroth is Gabriel.
Or
about
maybe
that?
because the connection between Frank and Gabriel, since Frank really comes from Gabriel,
Yeah.
and a certain party member gave Nasana a hair from Frank.
So really,
Maybe
breeds the big bad.
Maybe there's maybe that fur is what?
Oh my
Because
god.
that's about when you stopped hearing about Gabriel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like our tinfoil hat in it now, guys. This is great.
My head just
Mhm.
exploded. I don't know what to think right now. Oh my god.
All right. While you think about it, I think we got 9 minutes left. Let's jump into some stats chat.
I'm in.
Stats chat. Sorry.
Stats chat.
Yeah.
Stats chat. I'm turning the map on right now, so you should see it on the stream. For anybody else, or for you guys, if you want to go to the D&D Encounters report, we're starting with the latest episode, which is the Showdown in the Maelstrom. Eric, does this include the boat? Is that all in
No.
one?
No,
No.
the boat is whale of a good time.
All
That's
right.
right.
I don't think we had a chance to talk about that too much. A lot of deaths in that one. We killed a lot of things. All
In
right,
which
I'll,
one?
I'll rephrase that. In the Whale of Good Time, Siddle killed a lot of things. Siddle had 9 kills. Siddle and Amrok
I
killed a lot
did.
of things. There are 16 kills between the two of them.
Yeah.
For a total of 618 damage as well.
Well, 5 of those were from you butt flopping on 5 of them, which was really cool, man. I thought it was awesome.
I did a belly flop. All right, you did.
Oh,
You
that's right.
did the butt flop.
Belly flop. A belly flop. But still, I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. So I think he's trying to poach credit here, but Amrok's gonna keep it
Me? No, heck no. That
because you
wasn't
did the
mine.
dimension door, but I
That
think it
was
was
all,
Amrok's body.
that was all you. I was just
Uh,
gonna mention to us in 2 different places. You said, hey, let's belly flop on these motherfuckers. Let's do it. I'm in.
Polly, I want to say, got her first kill as well.
Polly got a kill.
Polly got a
Yep.
kill. Polly
Not
has
Polly
more
got a
kills than
cracker.
Frank.
Not Polly
I'm
got a
pretty
cracker.
sure.
Not. You know what? You can just. You can.
Too far? Let's flip
Wow.
over to the all encounter and
Yeah, I think
does Frank
I think
have any
Frank
kills?
I think Frank has a kill. He might have
Frank
2
does have
actually.
1.
He has 1.
No,
Told
he
you.
has 2. You're right. Yeah, Frank has 2 kills. Polly has 1. So she's halfway there. Reed just below at 229. He spent most of his time playing around with the fins of the boat and going after that one captain, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's where most
Yeah.
of his time was spent. Um,
Yes.
so not too much.
Yeah.
Let's look at the healing for that episode. Whale of Good Time. There wasn't much healing. Inspiring Leader was the only healing. So 72 points of healing there.
Well,
Well,
I don't think we took
I healed
too much
myself,
damage.
but
Yeah.
I healed myself, but you know that's cool. Your inspiring leader's all right, but I healed myself for like 50 points of damage. It's cool.
I think that
think
was
that one's
I
on
think
there.
that was in I think that was in the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we're
No, I
talking
did.
about on the boat.
Yeah, no, I did that on the boat right before we left.
Oh, I
We'll
don't
check
think I
it out.
got that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, didn't that
I-
assassin
I
do
am.
more damage than we anticipated? I mean, or
No,
the
because we killed him.
first
We
eight?
killed him pretty quick.
Yeah,
That
well,
assassin.
I know Griswold
Hurt.
was playing around with that guy. Didn't he hit you pretty hard, F?
He crit. And
Yeah.
he smacked me pretty
Yeah,
hard.
he did hit you. 85 points. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to add it on there. It just wasn't on there for me to
I
see.
don't-
Wasn't trying to
I don't-
belittle your healing there.
Dude, I don't care. I'm just kidding. I just have to pull your
You're
chain.
obviously sensitive about it. If we look at the healing in the Maelstrom, because I just checked that out, it's not there as well. But
Yeah.
potions of healing, 67 points of healing done with potions
Yeah.
between Amruk, Caldrum, and Warwick
Yeah. Needed that.
for sure.
Yeah.
If we look at spells, 108 points of healing between mass healing word, and healing word. So I'm assuming that's all Caldrum. No, Warwick.
No, Warwick had a bunch of healing words. Yeah.
I had
Here.
healing words stored up in my little ringy.
I forgot about that ring. I don't think it's too bad of an idea to keep a couple of those healing words in there. Whatever you guys do with that, which you guys got to figure out what you want to do and replenish it because we always forget. But whatever you guys do with it, I think you should keep a couple in there. Just my opinion.
So
Lay on hands. We do have 5 points of healing from lay on hands in the Maelstrom episode, so we'll have
Yeah, I
to
think
figure that
you
out.
brought Amrook back, or you brought somebody back. I think.
I think it was Amrook. Yeah, I think it was Amrook.
Maybe I don't
Or
remember.
Yeah,
me, one of the two.
I was already thinking about the the Nisana fight and what I can have in that ring, and I think I have an idea, but we'll
Yeah. All
conversation
right.
for another time.
Switching to Showdown on the Maelstrom. 466 points of damage by Cyril. Does include the demon itself
Yeah.
and the double damage from Shatter to the Earth Elemental. He was hitting pretty hard with those lightning bolts and other things, and with his ability to transmute the damage type,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's helpful for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So I
Yeah, no
made a
doubt.
little boo boo during that battle. I should not have been able to levitate the Earth Elemental. I was not attuned to my Saturn. I unattuned to it.
Oh,
Gotta run.
All right.
See you guys later.
See ya.
there.
I had to
Yeah.
unattune to it to attune to the ice shard. It's not. I don't think it's a detrimental thing, but it
Yeah.
happens.
I think that's just one of those things. Not a big deal.
Nah, not too crazy. But anyways, I'm excited.
Yeah, as I'm looking on here, sneak attack is the highest amount of extra damage, and it's crazy. Most of Reed's
Yes.
damage is sneak attack.
Yeah.
191 points out of 239 that are sneak attack.
That's insane.
How crazy is that?
That's
And how many times he crit? That was. I mean, he crit a couple times. I think. Was it this fight, or maybe I'm thinking a different fight?
Well, the Maelstrom was split over 2 sessions. So I think
Yeah.
you're thinking first sessions, he crit. Second session, I don't remember a crit from him, but
Maybe that's.
yeah.
But I like the Giant Slayer plus Giant plus Rage bonus damage. That's always fun.
that's a
Yeah,
lot.
I see that split out, which was pretty cool. That accounts for 155 damage, so not quite as much as sneak attack, and that's what I wanted to point out is like even with the addition of a potion and additional
Yeah, but
damage, it still doesn't meet sneak attack, and I think that's fucking
yeah, but
awesome for a rogue.
you have a combination here. That's the other thing. You have let's see. You have Giant Slayer plus Giant plus Rage. Then you have just
Oh,
Giant
I see how
size.
you broke it down. Okay.
And then you have Giant Slayer plus Rage plus your repost.
Mm-hmm.
So you have I think maybe if you stack those,
It might be
it's
pretty much the same.
it's
Evened
getting
out.
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting
I
close.
like it. I like it. I like the breakdown. I have been using that repost a lot more. I
I
think
like it.
that's a great battle maneuver.
I
I
like
do. I
that.
cannot wait until I get into bait and switch. But I think repost is another great one to add to the arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, that's I don't know if we've talked about it in Echo Chamber, but Tunnel Fighter. How about Tunnel Fighter during the
Oof.
boat battle?
The boat battle. It was
That was fucking
Just
huge.
For me, that
destroying
was
everybody.
huge.
That's
Um,
them fighters, man. Them fighters.
Fighters, them rogues, and that's where like when we talk about OPness, OPness is very
Oh, penis.
situational. OPness. I said it on purpose. It definitely is situational. OPness is situational. Um, so anybody can be OP based on the session, based on the like. I think back of Grizz
The
when we were
situation.
fighting um, the demonic things coming out of the fissures, right? Like
Hmm.
he was able to lay on those smites, do double damage, blah blah blah, and he was like top of the charts that session.
Hmm.
So it's really situational. You put Amrook in a far battle, like a very stretched out battle, the Wizards
Yeah.
crush, right? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't see any single one of us as incredibly overpowered to the
In
point that, yeah, it,
in all situations, yeah.
exactly,
In a vacuum, if you will.
in a vacuum. I like that. Pun intended with Echo Chamber here.
Purely Amrook, agreed. Evil Amrook, still think he's OP in almost any situation you put him in. Because you have legendary resistances, you have like reduced damage, which I think is cool because it doesn't come out all the time, right? But I think that's a thing where you put him in a room against nine archers or nine rogues, not gonna win, but that's not gonna happen, right? You put him in a room in general situations that we get in, he's pretty fucking powerful, which I think is cool as shit, right? Because it's so powerful, but it has such a bad downside because you don't know who he's killing next. So I think it's awesome. I think it's cool. I mean, it's just one of those like it's a give and take, right?
Yeah, I think
Really
it
cool
has to be,
damage.
but I will say that the party was able to take him out in 2.5 rounds.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but you took out Griswold in a round.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I mean, there's definitely some downside to the rage and things like that, and
I love
that's
it.
what I freaking love. So I want to talk about it for a minute because G brought it up when I was talking to him on Wednesday. He said he was going through his spiel, and the he just heard everybody go and like the complete change in emotion and like
When you rolled,
everybody's mentality. It was when I rolled
rolled
for the cons check. Everybody's face, he said, shifted. He wasn't looking at the screen. He had no clue. So he's like,
mm-hmm.
the fuck did I do? What did I say? And then he saw. And I think that was, I'm sorry I trolled you guys, but at the same time, I'm not sorry because that was fucking
That was
awesome.
funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
And he started that with the roll on the pool table there.
Mm-hmm.
Like hearing
Mm-hmm.
that was like, oh shit, it was butt puckering. And he said, I've never puckered so many men's bums at the same time.
But that's now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember when you killed Griswold though, right? Because
I
I
didn't
asked,
kill.
or
I knocked him
not
unconscious, but
unconscious, but you got a surprise round on that, right? You got a
yeah,
surprise round because
yeah.
so
So it was the surprise round, and then I rolled, which is so stupid because I roll like a 1.1, a 2.1 for my turn order every other fucking fight. But in that one, I think I fucking nat 20'd for my initiative.
well
Yeah.
even like I'm just thinking of the surprise round to start, right? Because I asked Garrett if we get a surprise round, if I just happen to throw in shiplap, if we're in a regardless of the situation, and his
So
response was
so
if we're in an amicable situation, it's fine. But if we're not in an amicable situation, we don't get a surprise round. I feel like that's
it
kind of how you and Grizz were. Grizz
No,
was
we were in an amicable situation. No, both of
Mm-hmm.
us were amicable until he
Yeah.
cast that, and then and that's why it's a surprise because Griswold
Mhm.
was like, "Here, let me help you, buddy." Oh fuck, and that is the surprise. It's like if you're trying to feed a dog and a dog snapped at you, that's the dog's surprise round, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how that differs too much between me, like you physically doing something
Because we're
and me
both
saying
so
and me,
so
and me
in the
saying,
negotiations with the Stone Giants, both sides are in a tense moment of I don't trust you, you don't trust me. There is no
It,
surprise in that instance.
it's kind of like a shootout, like that the OK Corral, right?
right.
That's the
Ah, okay.
negotiation. That's the negotiation
Got it. So it's
process
still
with the
still
Stone
kind of
Giant.
both tense. Wow.
Whereas the situation with Grizz and Amrook was they're at the card table drinking whiskey and
Relaxing and doing their thing.
they're the guns on the table, but then Grizz does something to aggravate him and he just picks up the
Mm,
guns and shoots
Exactly.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I like
Yeah.
it.
Not to debate it. I mean, I could
No,
I
no,
could be
no.
swayed either way. I think a surprise round with Shiplap in that instance, I think could be fought for if in the negotiation we were nearing the end. We were both agreeable at that point, and then you were like shiplap, and then we attacked him.
Sure.
I'd give you a surprise round for it.
Yeah. Hey, you guys were surprised.
You did surprise
Yeah.
me.
I was surprised.
I mean, I thought going in we were going to fight, but
Yeah,
you
I
did
wasn't.
surprise me on the timing for sure.
Yeah, the timing. Yeah, I thought you were gonna wait for a bit.
I didn't want to waste. I just wanted to kill some people. Yeah. Just wanted to put people in their place a little bit, Yeah. It's just fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. Basically, we want every giant clan to know that we can teabag them at any moment.
Listen, I was joking with Evan. We're gonna take out the stone giants. We're gonna go back to Hekaton, the Maelstrom, and be like, all right, that's 2 clans down. We're just gonna skip and come for you next, Hekaton. Just
3.
to see what he's 3. Oh, Frost Giants 2. That's 3. We're coming for Hekaton next. That's it. We're just gonna take over ruling the world.
We didn't take down a frost giant.
They were attacking the Maelstrom. We took out a large chunk of the.
Oh
Frost
yeah,
Giants.
yeah, but we didn't take out the Jarl.
No, we didn't take off the Jarl.
No,
Not saying we couldn't, but
that's where we're going next. Fuck the fire giants. Let's go get the Frost Giant Jarl, take them out. Then we go to the fire giant. There
Just
we
go up the ladder.
Absolutely.
Go find the cloud giants.
Hell yeah. And then Hekaton's like, oh, great, cool, I can rule again. We're like, no, you can't. And we just take him out.
You know what? At that point, do we even have to go after Imra? We took the giants out. That was her weapon.
then she still gets what she wants, I think. She still rules.
Yeah. I mean,
Kind of.
I
Which is
think
called
her end game is, she wants the dragons to rule, and she wants to rule the dragons.
mm-hmm.
So by taking out the giants, we've made it easier for the dragons to rule. Now all she has to do is collect enough items to rule the dragons.
I'm excited. So we're changing our plan and we're changing our alliance. I'll reach out to Imrith right now. Like, listen, here's the deal.
You're right. You're right. We want in this on this. We want in on this.
Now that we've talked, we're kind of on your side. What do you think? I kind of like the idea,
but I could see it.
I mean, hey, listen, you don't even need the throne anymore. You got us. Just tell us which giants to go kill, and we'll go kill them. How's that sound?
I'm not gonna lie. Just for the story, I kind of want to do it. Like, I want to see the look on Garrett's face.
I was just gonna say, I want
to message to Imrith. I'm like, okay, no bullshit. We're on your side now. How do we make this work? I'm in. She's gonna say, "Bring me Hekaton's head." Done deal. What do we get after it? He's weak right now. That's okay. Oh my god. All right, I'm thinking way too much about actually doing this. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. It's cool. Kind of like it though.
I mean, here's the thing: you never trust a dragon.
I mean, that's
especially evil dragons.
It's fair.
You never trust dragons or birds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fairly accurate statement. You never know what's going to happen in the battle.
All right, with that, we'll end it there. Copper Dozen on Sunday, I think.
I was going to say, what are we doing?
Yeah, Copper Dozen Sunday, and then I think the Sunday after, there's a potential other one-shot happening. I won't be there for it, so if someone else wants to stream it, they can. I've talked to Keegan and Ryan at different points, not specifically about this, but feel free to. If not, you guys have a good time. But see you Sunday for Copper Dozen.
I'll wait till we are offline.